Welcome back to Zero Build Fortnite. It's Zenny Arcade. This video ends just like this. This is the end game of a game that I played with the Magneto mythic and practiced using the blocking mechanic of the Magneto mythic and tried to accomplish the block attacks with the Magneto mythic challenge. This player seems to be working on the same challenge. Okay, land a couple of nice pistol shots there. And pull out the blockers again. This player also blocking and splash damage from the Magneto mythic. Aww. It's Zenny Arcade. Alright, in this game we drop classy courts and then practice with the Magneto mythic and pick up a victory royale. A 6 elim victory royale featuring the Magneto mythics and how to use the Magneto mythic to block attacks as well as perform. So here we are, we're in classy courts, we've landed, we had a late landing, and this is going to be the first player we encounter. I'm looking to surprise this player and jump over the fence, land a shot, and they're a bot. Finish up with the SMG. Okay, this video will be in the style of a bit of an inside the mind video here. What am I thinking and what am I not thinking as I move through this game? So we have a late landing at classy courts. I have a little bit of bad loot and no shield. Picked up a bot elim to start the match, but at this point have no shield. I'm gonna carry a triple stack of heals just because they're all here, and then continue to loot. I like this building. This building oftentimes has the possibility of 2 chest spawns. These 2 chests right here. Oftentimes one of them spawns, but rarely do they both spawn at the same time, so this is fortunate. There's plenty of ammo in here, and this is one of the quieter spots of this POI to land, in this back court with this small building. With the ball factory where it makes tennis balls out of teddy bears, kind of sick and twisted, but that's Fortnite for you. Okay, so assuming there's nobody else here, we are just walking through the center of the POI and looting slowly. This is a risky maneuver as we're not really worrying much about cover and kind of rotating through the POI a little bit late, so we could come across some players. We come across the Magneto mythic gloves, Magneto power as they call it, and the video will soon focus on using the Magneto mythic. Sometimes I like to leave classy courts and loot the lake behind the tennis courts area here. This lake area oftentimes has an enemy or two. I often run across bots back here. Okay, and I've equipped the Magneto mythic because it has anti-gravity effect, so a little bit of movement when you have them out, and also then you're more prepared for an attack. And here's an enemy. We'll get a shot here. Oh, it hits the trees. Another shot with big damage, 95 shield. Okay, and then pulling out the defend, using on controller the left stick, left trigger to block shots, and then the right trigger to deliver attack. And The character floats up when it attacks and then shoots, and has area of impact splash damage effect, so you don't have to hit the player exactly. Okay, we're gonna heal up here and loot up. Okay, this video I'm highlighting the Magneto power. And under Magneto Mythics, the only thing I have left to do is block hits using Magneto power. And so far I have 74 out of 200. Including that last fight. And we'll continue to feature the Magneto power in the rest of this video and try to accomplish that quest of blocking 200. So I like that the Magneto Mythic, when you use it, that you float in the air. It's really fun. There's anti-gravity as well when you're just passively holding on to it. So it's a little bit of a movement enhancement as well. The Slumber Yard POI does have this weapons room where you have the weapons containers here at the arrow. Otherwise, I don't know. It's an okay POI. It's usually pretty quiet, so that's good. That you can get some loot. And it's usually pretty quiet, and there is oftentimes a car spawn here as well. Okay, and rotating out of here, we'll skip ahead just about a moment and arrive back at Classy for some more action here. Players in the building. I'm going to go to the block again for the challenge. This appears to be a bot, so it's a good practice and a good player to gain some of these challenges with. And easy bot elim there. And we picked up some more. Now we're up to 98. Just gonna pick up a new car here. Since it's not modified, it doesn't matter. We can pick up a new car that's not damaged, and then rotate. And leaving Classy Courts, I like to head to the rescue station or to this part of the snow biome. There's also a bunker over here, and the rescue station, and there's also a car upgrade station very nearby. Here's the fire lookout tower, which doesn't have the greatest loot. This player here is not going to be easy to hit with the grenade launcher. And that's going to be out of range for the Magneto. Now, one thing I also like to do is have the Mythic equipped, either the Magneto gloves, or if I have the Nitro gloves, the Nitro gloves. I like to have them equipped when I'm in the car, because using the car meta, there is a high probability of the car getting sprayed out. Let's take out these bots here. You can tell it's a bot fight, the way they're fighting each other. We'll get some practice. So this is not a bot fight, though. That player is a real player. And we'll get some practice with the Mythic here. That was weird. That just looked like a bot fight. Okay, so doing good still. Did lose the car, but we have full health, full shield. And a interesting loadout. Blue weapons. I have the pistol instead of a shotgun. And then I have the combat assault rifle, which is one of my favorite ARs right now, but this is too far for it. So I'm gonna push and then go to in the air, the Magneto, and try to land some shots. Then block and try to land some more shots. Getting some blocking challenge, and they shoot out. He shoots out my block. I go to the air again and try to land a shot, but end up blocking and then landing a couple of big shots there. So there is a delay between the shots, and there is a delay in the animation when you pull out the Magneto power, and when it goes to shooting, there's a delay as well. But it makes up for the delay with the splash damage and with how much it hits for. It hits for 95. And skipping ahead about another minute here. Take a look at the quest. 135 now out of 200 block hits using Magneto power. 135 out of 200, so getting close. There are 12 players remaining, getting close to endgame as well. I want to pick up these nitro splashes. Don't need that gun. And the nitro can come in handy for sure in endgame. Mobility is great. The when you can dash at people and what you shoulder them or whatever, charge with the nitro charges. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good attack, but it's really hard to defend against someone that can move that fast. So it's a huge advantage just in a shotgun fight to have the nitro feat on, which is why that medallion is so overpowered also. The one that gives you the unlimited nitro is an overpowered medallion. Okay, so now playing for position a little bit here. Top 10, we have entered the end game, and now it's all about playing position. I have 4 elims, I have a good game going here. I've been playing with the Magneto power and practicing that and working towards accomplishing the defend hits with the Magneto power, and have some progress towards that quest. So now just looking for end game, just looking to be one of the last players remaining to give ourselves a chance at a victory royale. Not looking to engage in any fights at this moment. My strategy at this point of the game is to play for position. And you can see on the mini map on the upper right, I have a nice little sliver of land here at the graveyard, which has some loot. But more importantly, on the map, I'm surrounded by water on 3 sides, by a river on 3 sides, and with the storm to my back on the 4th side. This is a very safe position on the map. There should be no reason that anybody is here And there should be no reason for anyone to be rotating through this small sliver of land surrounded by water in a late zone. Taking a look at our Magneto challenge, these spots are also strategic for completing challenges. If you're working on mid-game objectives or other in-game challenges, finding spots of the map where you can complete your challenge without worrying about being third-partied is very advantageous sometimes. Right, and here I've rotated to an even better spot of the map. Taking a look here again in the upper right map, I have water, which someone would have to cross to push me, and the storm to my back, and I'm at the apex of the new zone and the old zone. So this is great positioning, and it has options to rotate out of. Looking at our Magneto Power Mythic Quest, block hits using Magneto Power, we have 135 out of 200. Okay, here shots fired. I am going to break my own strategy and engage this fight. There are only 6 players remaining. I should not be engaging, but I do. Pick up a really easy elim and immediately get shot by a harpoon. Okay, so now I'm going to bail and reset. So that is a great example right there of my strategy, and a great example of breaking the strategy and what happens when you break the strategy. The strategy right now is to not be getting into fights. I was looking to third party that fight, and immediately after picking up the elim, I get third partied with a harpoon. Okay, now this is the real third party. There are 3 people remaining, which means there are only 2 others. This is the real fight that I should be taking. So we have 2 solos, we have a solo, and we have a car. The car is kind of our priority at this point because it also has a turret on it. That car is the problem right now. Both me and the other player should be focusing on that car and getting the car out of the game. So here again, playing position. In a good position for the new zone, and we have really good position on the side of the hill here, out of sight of the other 2 players who are up just over the ridge here. And I am looking to use the Magneto Mythic as part of this endgame. Here's the car! Let's take him out with the turret! Dealing a ton of damage there. Need to be careful not to get third-partied, so I'm gonna rotate. Rotate along the circle, along the storm's edge. Take out some high ground here. There's another car. I don't know if there's anybody in there. And there's not! And now they're shooting at me. So we need to bail again. Gonna reset that fight. And try not to get in between the 2 players. So I'm gonna come all the way out to the storm's edge, reset, and then re-engage. And we're gonna re-engage using the thrusters. Here's the solo. See if we can land some shots with the turret. Couple shots. He's gonna take the car, and we're gonna go to the Mythic. And go to blocking. Block 1. Land a huge shot there. 95 white. Block. I'm gonna put on the nitro and run and jump. Well, I want to keep high ground here. Maybe try to shoot the car with the Magneto power. I want to put on splashes, fizzes, whatever I have here for mobility. And now we push. We need to push the remaining player. Missing some shots there. Go to the pistol. And come back to blocking. And so's the other player blocking. We're gonna block. Land a shot there somehow with the block. Go to the gun while they run. Land a shot there. We're gonna go back to the mythic. Back to Magneto power. And pick up the victory royale with the splash damage. Sad trombone. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that helps you get some wins. A Inside the Mind video from Zenny Arcade. Working on the Magneto Power Mythic quest and picking up a victory royale while demonstrating how to play position and how to deal a lot of damage with the Magneto power. It's a fun weapon to use. It might not be fun to play against, but I've been doing pretty good with it on offense for sure. 6 elims. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.